on! What a pleasure to be here. I travelled down here today. I got the midday train to Plymouth. Yeah, which isn't quite as exciting as the midnight train to Georgia. But you know, at least I got off in Totnes. Because otherwise, I'd just be in Plymouth. It's Thursday, guys. How are you doing? You drinking? Not the Scottish guy is, of course he is. Start with a bit of racism. That's old school comedy. Yeah, it's still a good level of drinking though. Where have you got to the point yet where you catch yourself in the mirror and you go, "All right, good evening, sir." You got to stop there because the next level is you get hostile with your reflection, like, "Oh, look at Mr. wearing a t-shirt. Thinks he's better than everyone else. Let me tell you, I hate your eyebrows." That might just be me. Anyway, what a lovely place to be. What a cool place to be. Proper curtain on the stage. That's unusual for a comedy club. Any theatre nerds will be like, actually, they're called tabs. I've got your number. I'll stop waffling and actually do some written material, shall I? I've had a good week. I had a job interview this week. It went really well, thanks for wondering. They said, you made a great first impression. What are your other strengths? I said, my second impression? That's how you nail it. Got myself in the mood by watching those sort of inspirational speeches. Tried watching one with Sylvester Stallone, but he just sounds like a man trying to talk while drinking a Barocca. No, nothing of worth there anymore. And he's looking more and more like a steak with Mr. Potato Head pieces stuffed in, given the features. 2018, am I right, guys? That was a year. That was a year, wasn't it? It was a year though, sir. I was going to say a year and a half. That'd just be incorrect. Bought my first bag for life. It was a little one. I haven't aimed high. But since then I've collected 10 bags for life. So I can outlive a cat. Made 2 New Year's resolutions. Number 1, get less laughs. Number 2, use more reverse psychology. It's going well. Yeah. I'm a bit, I'll warn you guys, I'm a bit like Marmite. I don't mean you love me or you hate me. I mean I'm a byproduct of beer. Because I was a mistake. Yeah, thank you. I don't do comedy for the sympathy, but just a nice little bonus. I'll be talking to the therapist after. My brothers are 7 and 10 years older than me. You don't leave that long between kids on purpose. My mum calls me a surprise, or her little blessing. Surprise. 9 months is a long time to wait for a surprise that you know is coming. It's literally called expecting. And my dad refers to me as the result of a good night in Windsor. Which is not a euphemism, they literally went to Windsor. I was conceived and then I was born in Essex. That's conceived in Windsor. Born in Essex. Yeah, quite a fall from grace while still in utero. Conceived where they keep the crown jewels. Born where they invented the vajazzle. Similar interests in a way, isn't it? I'm married. Hey. 3 years ago now, but sometimes I still milk a little applause from it. You know, why not? Got to be some perks. There's loads of perks, don't worry. I met my wife when I was 14. Again, not for the sympathy, but thanks very much. She wasn't my wife at the time. That's not how it works. Not allowed, not even in Essex. Met her at 14 though. Moved in together at 18, had our first kid at 24, got married at 26, we don't play by the rules. Second kid at 27, bought our first house, age 72. That's estimated, fingers crossed. It's going well. I snuck that in there, didn't I? I've got 2 kids. Yeah, 2 kids, they're 5 and 2. I don't know why I do their heights, it's not important. My wife's 30. And I'm 29. I'm a little bit shorter at home because I don't wear shoes. Sort of a rule in my house. I'm not a very tall man, I'm 173 centimetres tall. but no one ever understands centimetres, so that's a third of the height of a double-decker bus. 1/28th of an Olympic-grade swimming pool. 5'8". Hey, like my friend John Matt Sam. Hey, I would high-five you, but we know where your hands are in. What was that? How do I stay looking so young when I'm married with 2 kids? Oh, Totnes, you are charming. Moisturiser, dressing like Peter Pan. Works for me. My favourite Disney film as well, Peter Pan, never gets old. Probably thinking, what kind of social life does this guy have? No one was thinking that, but I'm going to tell you anyway, because I've got the microphone, guys, that's how this works. Well, my wife and I went out on a Saturday night, just last month. Yeah. Lovely. Went to a pretty cool place as well, you might have heard of it. It's called Pret a Manger. Treat her. Not just a regular night on a Saturday in Pret a Manger, that would be tragic. They had a quiz on. Hey? Not just a regular quiz. Harry Potter quiz. Spell around us. Yeah. I've lost the geophysics guy already. He's tuned out. He's not interested. Ain't no party like a Harry Potter party. Harry Potter party don't stop until someone catches the golden snitch. Am I right? Yeah. Yeah. And we didn't go on our own because you need a team for a quiz. A team of 4, I reckon. So we took another couple, cool couple, who I've given nicknames because they're cool. Mum and Dad. I didn't come up with them, my older brother did, so his choice. And our final place in that quiz, disqualified. For over-aggressive dispute of an answer. But I will put the question to you guys and you'll be as annoyed as I was. I can feel it. In Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, who gives Harry the gillyweed?
Who cares?
Neville. Neville Longbottom.
Probably the best response I've ever had. But someone said Dobby, someone said Neville, someone said Moody, you're way out your element, but bless you for trying. It's Neville in the film, Dobby in the book. Ooh. And they had Neville as the answer. Ooh, exactly. One person's with it. Yeah. I'll get you one at a time. If I don't get you all the same, it's called the long game. It's worth it. I said to that filthy mudblood of a quizmaster, I'm sorry to use that word, you would not have a quiz question, like question 17, popular religions, who parted the Red Sea? Was it Charlton Heston? Not in the book it wasn't. I think I just didn't like being tricked. I know the trick of pretending you've read a book when you've only seen the film. I did a degree in film studies. Yeah, it's a real degree, guys. At the University of Gloucestershire, that well-known film school. I think Spielberg was one of ours. Maybe Tarantino. Yeah. My favourite thing that happened when I was on my degree was a group made a documentary about obsessive compulsive disorder. Therapists perking up, medical. Now there's nothing funny about obsessive compulsive disorder in itself, but seeing a group of 20-year-olds who have no medical training try and explain it is very funny. Because she was just a normal girl, then she caught the OCD. That's not how it works. She never comes out partying anymore, she just stays at home flicking the lights on and off doing all the washing up. What are we to do to fix her? Not how it works, guys, not how it works. I think I just don't like injustice. And part of that is, recently I've been trying to tell people who Michael Collins is. Do you know who Michael Collins is? Not the Irish revolutionary, who I should really learn something about, because people keep bringing him up to me after gigs. The other Michael Collins, the less famous Michael Collins. He was the third man lunar landing mission. And no one remembers it. Yeah, because he didn't get to walk on the moon. It's a really selfless act going all that way. He didn't get to walk on the moon. Yeah, long distance. But everyone remembers the other guys. Everyone remembers Buzz Lightyear and Lance Armstrong. So unfair. This has been proper lovely. You have been so good. I hope you have a good rest of your night. I'm sure you will. We've got a fantastic headliner. I hope your night is as good as my dad's night when he went to Windsor. My name's James Crawley. Thank you so much. James Crawley, everybody, one more time! Yes! Wonderful, wonderful. Well, that leaves us with